what's up, folks? Pete58 here with another edition of Is It Real? I got Shadow with me again today. And this week's episode, it's about found footage. It's a special request by the king of the Down Underverse, the Sonic 1685, aka Joe Southwood. Thanks for the suggestion, buddy. He originally wanted me to do Apollo 18. I wasn't really into that because it was more of a movie. That was too much of a movie. And I wanted to instead do something like more along the lines of actual found footage, you know, stuff that's, you know, in a movie but happened in real life. Now, I did a lot of research, and I've read tons of books from my own library and some stuff I found on Google. And basically, what it comes down to found footage right now is YouTube. Now, it's not, you know, actual news, because basically you can upload anything to YouTube, you know, except copyrighted stuff. Like, you know, you can upload a video of somebody getting, you know, beat down with an aluminum baseball bat, but you can't upload it if he's doing it to Kanye, you know. You can't do that on YouTube. But the violence is okay. Anyway, I found about 4 or 5 videos, found footage videos. Now, the first one was from Croatia, and it's the most popular. It has something like a couple of million views. And out of 6,000 people clicking like and dislike, 4 hit like and 2,000 hit dislike. It was 4,000 and 2,000. And I was surprised it got so many likes. It's an okay video, but yeah, you know, it was clearly, you know, 3 knuckleheads who probably had too much to drink, and you know, his friend just got, you know, the new Windows Movie Maker, and he's got the new smartphone. So you know, that's all that really is. It was good to the extent that, you know, probably, like I said, 3 drunk knuckleheads did it from Croatia. You know. Another one I found, it was actually really a lot better than the Croatian one, and it's a shame that it only got a couple thousand views, and it was done by a couple of kids. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, because it's about a half hour long. It's a lot longer. The Croatian video is only a couple of minutes, whereas this found footage one, it's about 24 minutes, and to make it really short, it's these group of kids. They keep going out somewhere, and they keep running into something, and it's actually quite a good video. I suggest you check it out. I'm going to give you a link to the most popular videos, or not most popular, my favorite, that I thought were as close as you could get to being real. Now, the next 2 were from a series called Super 8. They're 8mm film. The name of the channel is Jack Torrance, so obviously they weren't real, but they're actually quite good, and they're real creepy. He has either he has an 8mm, or he's doing something with digital videography to make it look like he's using 8mm. But you know, think about, like, you know, scratchy film, and sometimes there's sound, and when there is, it's, you know, it's very it's very demonic sounding. They're quite good found footage videos, but they're probably not likely real, especially with the name Jack Torrance as the channel. You know, it's not very convincing. They're trying to convince, because it comes across as, oh, this is real. Me and my friend, we went to some place near Austin, Texas, and they bought this box for $5. And it had all kinds of crap in it, and they found some 8mm films, and 35mm, whatever it is, Super 8 film, and some Betamax too. And, you know, and they're just sorting through it. Most of it didn't work, but they were able to save some of it. And a lot of the videos are like 30 seconds long, 2 minutes long. Some are a couple of minutes long, but most of them are really, really short and very bizarre, very creepy. You know, it's like it has that, you know, that creepy 70s vibe to it too. Like, you ever watch like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre? It's that kind of grainy kind of quality to it, or a bootleg of the original Evil Dead. You know, grainy is scary because you can't see what the fuck's going on. Now, like I said, those were fake. Now, the closest you can get to a real found footage incident, maybe not so much as it is in a movie, but something as found footage. There's been a few serial killers in America that have they've video taped their crimes, and they were caught and the police found it. So it wasn't like they had gotten away and they just left this evidence to taunt them. It was usually found after the fact, and after they were caught and they get to search the house. Another incident where you can actually see video, but it's like I said, it's not really so much found footage as it is something really screwed up. Now it's his name. I don't know if you remember Bjork. Well, before Lady Gaga, there was Bjork. She was like, wearing swans and raw meat, 20 years ago. And she's a very beautiful woman, very talented, and like any beautiful, talented woman that's a celebrity, well, she's going to get a stalker. And his name was Ricardo Lopez. Ricardo Lopez, I forget his personal story. I only read it a little, It wasn't really what I was looking for, but it was pretty close to the subject. Basically, he had a camcorder, and for 18 hours he recorded a lot of gibberish and nonsense. Sometimes he's nude, sometimes he's wearing clothes, but basically he's acting really creepy and weird. And then in the very last hour of these 18 hours, he blows his own brains out. Well, at least he's cleaning out the gene pool. Thanks, Ricardo. That's another incident. They came in later. He didn't hurt Bjork, as far as I know. It was 20 years ago. I don't remember, and I didn't really care. And like I said, it wasn't really a found footage thing. It was just, something they found after the fact, and it'd be creepy. You see a dead body, you see a camcorder. It's like, oh shit, VHS. The real movie. Now, like I said, that was pretty close. Another one that I don't know if you consider it found footage. It's more like a found camera. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. It's called it's known as the Dialatov Pass incident. They just made a stupid movie about it, found footage movie about it. But basically, back in the 50s, these group of hikers, experienced hikers, were up in Siberia, which is in the former Soviet Union. It was the Soviet Union at the time. They went hiking in this area. They disappeared, and they should have been back after a certain time. They never came back, so they sent a search party, and what they found was a fucking massacre. Yeah, it really is like, it's like a real life horror movie. It's really a really big mystery as to what actually happened. As far as found footage, no, but there was a camera. They had taken a camera with them on this hike. There's no real conclusive evidence on any of these photographs that anything had happened. The mysterious circumstances are just that. They're mysterious. There's never really been an answer. There's been types of inquiries. You gotta remember, it's Russia, it's not America. If they don't feel like investigating it, they're not going to, but they did, and I'm not sure how thoroughly, but if they were covering something up, because there was they found radiation poisoning, and like I said, I can go on, but I'll just leave you a link to those videos and the Pass incident. It's a very scary story, and the link to the Ricardo Lopez, if you want to see him blow his brains out, well, I'll show you that link, but you do that at your own discretion. I don't want to hear anything about it, because I watched like the first 10 minutes and he's naked half the time. I don't want to see some fat naked dude named Ricardo Lopez. It's fucking creepy. Now, interesting side note, one of the first found footage horror movies was called Cannibal Holocaust. It's from the 1980s. Think about the most screwed up movie you have ever seen, whether it be The Exorcist or The Exorcist. Take that craziness and multiply it by 5. That's what this movie is. And all it is a bunch of guys in the rainforest. If you haven't seen it, maybe you should consider yourself lucky, because it's a really fucked up movie. But that's just something I wanted to point out, because a lot of people sometimes mistake Blair Witch being the first one, but it's not. There's one about 15, 20 years before that. Yeah, about 15 years. I think it was in 85 or something. But it was just something that I thought you'd find interesting, and it's really, really controversial. It's hard to find even to this day. But it's a found footage movie that maybe you're interested in seeing. I don't know. But other than these movies and a couple of these real life incidences and those YouTube videos, which are not real. You know, there's never been an incident where a crime or something, at least that I could find. I mean, maybe I'm missing it. I don't know. I dig as deep as and spend as much time as I can doing this research, and it's you know, I'm still writing my other books and, you know, doing my Let's Play videos. So sometimes I can't dedicate, you know, a whole night to research. So, but I try to at least put an hour into it, and I really couldn't find anything involving, you know, found footage of a crime that had gone unsolved. There's serial killers, like I said, that have, you know, that have videotaped, you know, their weird ass crimes, whatever the fuck they were doing. Tons of documentaries on Netflix about these psychos. You can find them. But no real, like, you know, a Blair Witch type incident or Cannibal Holocaust type incident. Nothing, you know, really in the realm of science fiction. And, you know, as far as found footage stuff goes, you know, it's scary. I saw one documentary. It wasn't recently. It was a while ago. I think last year. I'd seen it on Netflix, and it was about. It was a cop. He was telling a story about this guy who had actually incidentally videotaped some of his crimes, and he said the scariest part was that every time when the videotape would go to static in between the next scene, that's when he'd be the most scared because he didn't know what the fuck this crazy guy was going to do next. I forget where I'd seen it, and, you know, I'm pretty sure it was on Netflix. I wish I could, you know, remember what it was, because I think it'd be very interesting for you guys to check out. But, you know, it's like that. You know, it's even when you watch the Blair Witch Project or whatever movie, you know, it's when, you know, the camera goes off for that, you know, few seconds until the next scene. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen next. You know, you're waiting to see some goddamn face. You know, like those Super 8 series that I got the links for you to. Check them out, because some of them are really fucking weird. It's all dark and then there's a face, and it's like, oh fuck, man, really fucking creepy shit. But it's all entertainment. None of it's real. Nothing that I can find. The videotapes of serial killers with their victims, they're probably leaked through some other means. I didn't really want to check into that, because that's when you're getting to snuff territory, and no, thank you, I'm good. You know, I just try to find out the truth, you know, and the truth is, these YouTube videos, they're not real. The Croatian video is the most popular for some reason. I like the second link, is the group of teenagers. It's a 24-minute video. Give that one a watch. Spend a half hour watching it, because it is quite good. You know, it was just a couple of kids doing this, and it was 20,000 times better than that Croatian video. You know, so like I said, check out all the links. The Lost Media Wiki site. If you are interested in trying to find types of lost footage, whether it be a movie or some real life incident, you go to that link, and you can find stuff that, you know, that you ain't gonna find anywhere else. You know, I found tons of stuff there that you might find interesting, and, you know, I think you should check it out too. All right, well, I want to say thanks once again to Joe Southwood, the king of the Down Underverse, for the suggestion of this video. You can subscribe to his channel in the link in the description for the video. And my book, The Time Rippers, is available for e-format at Amazon.com. It's only $3.50. It's a great gift, and buy 2 or 3. Anyway, well, that's about it for now. Shadow, you ready to spin dash us out? Yes. Okay, let's go.